All right, now this is my personal opinion as a lifelong wrestling fan. Why it matters, why it matter, and they don't. There was this closet gay guy that liked to look at children. That was Fat Patterson's friend named Bruno San Martino. That Bruno Mars is named after. Bruno Mars got a bunch of money from this Puff Daddy circle, and you know as well as I do, it's just like that friend that always sells drugs or does drugs or is drunk at work. You can't ever prove it if you know what's going to hell on. But why would you even think that? There's like 15 fucking bottles or whatever sitting out by their car, little pieces of foil and shit, right? Well, I know that I have way more actual odds, and I have better advertising testing from my days as a DJ than Puff Daddy ever did. And my tribe is actually supposed to be, if you marry one woman, you're expected to marry all her sisters because basically it's probably warrior culture, men dying off and crap. That you have to take over like in the Bible. But and also like heavy farm labor type situations like out in Utah. Utah's actually named by the Ute Indians, and this is Ute Pass right here. So basically, I'm a Ute Indian by this point from going up and down these damn mountains. For real, this is like Ute area, and they were a little bit more poor because it's like what I mean by that. We judge it more in food, how much food you got, because there's not a lot of food growing up here, whereas the plains and prairie had a lot more food. Well, we were always my personal branch of the Indians that took us out to the river or Lake Indians. Well, Lake Indians are kind of the ones that always beat the United States up in the north. But I'm a river Indian, like the Mississippi or Arkansas comes right up through here, like Pueblo, 45 miles south, so I could technically swim or like canoe like I'm supposed to down to where I was born in Oklahoma and then all the way down to Texas, really. So my point is this: Iceman basically feuded with Harley Race. Harley Race was the last real traveler that could beat anybody champion, but it was more like that football beat you up bar fight style. We've kind of advanced beyond that. But that's where it was then. And I had to take the belt and take the legacy from Iceman, and I haven't lost it yet. I've run every wrestling school since then, and when I can't get into wrestling schools, I teach karate. When I can't teach karate, I go run around the mountains like I'm a bear trapper. Because that's what it's like when you get in the ring with the likes of Kip Parsons. So you got KP King Parsons. You got the guy that I won the World TV belt over. His name was Kit Carson. And then you got Kit Parsons and all rhymes. And then up here is Fort Carson. It's basically it's a synchronicity, Daddy. It's meant to be, but beyond that, we are the Harley race line that goes all the way back to the beginning, Daddy. And you're not gonna know what the hell's happening because WWE was actually formed by him, by the guy that held the same Texas belt lines I did, Buddy Rogers, but he just had a heart attack. They basically beat a guy with a heart attack in 45 seconds and bribed him. That's all they did. That's all the WWE's ever been. UFC and that crap coming out of what used to be called the National Wrestling Alliance or National Wrestling Association out of Texas to prove it was real, Daddy. But we have the real belts. They don't even have a belt. They never had a belt in all professional boxing because Tyson did business with them is based on that. OSSPW, the only real belts, Daddy. Here we go.